Hello and welcome to this briefing video from Heyheyjoe on a series of topics, each lasting 2 minutes, that are relevant to charities and non-profits. Today is about major donors and why they're a particularly fundraising opportunity in the current economic and social climate in which we're living. Well, the first thing to say is that we're mostly talking about the baby boomer generation. That's this group of people born between 46 and 64, a big spike in population, retired servicemen from the Second World coming back and having lots of children with their other halves. And this group is now largely retired or in old age with large assets and liberal values. So it's a big group of people with lots of money to talk about. And in fact, over the next 20 to 30 years, it's an estimated 5 to 7 trillion pounds will be passed down in the UK alone from one generation to the next. I guess one of the real questions is, could you and your organisation work out how to get some of that money and have it passed on to you? Because this group is inherently interested in the kind of things that your organisation is doing. They grew up in the 60s. They tend to have the right kind of interest in the work of charities and have been steeped in them much of their life. In case you're wondering, baby boomers are different from other generations. The stats are that they're 33 times wealthier than Gen Z. That is partly an age thing. You get wealthier as you get older, but it's also because they had houses at an earlier age, they had better pensions, they had lower mortgages, and they were able to make the most of the opportunities that were given to them in economic and financial terms. The stats for the country as a whole is that the top 5% of the UK population own 57% of the wealth. Now that is inequality. It's not great for some of the work that charities are trying to tackle, but it is good as an opportunity because it means a small number of people have a disproportionate amount of money. Of course, the baby boom generation is much bigger than 5% of the population. If then you look at that demographics, who are you looking at? What kind of people? Well, it's pensioners and working couples, particularly those without children, who tend to be disproportionately wealthy, who have quite a lot of that. So you need to look quite carefully at who you're talking to try and decide whether inherently there's likely to be a group that's going to work. Pensioners, couples, no children makes you wealthier because children are expensive things. That's the basics of the argument why there's a lot of opportunity for major donor fundraising. I hope you found this video useful. Look out for the other ones coming your way, and thank you very much for listening to this briefing from Heyheyjoe.